Saint Denis is a city with a story down every single alley, so it's no shocker when the local fence, the man who buys and sells legally obtained goods, also has a dark secret. I've been meaning to make a video on this one for a while, however in order to access it I needed to start a new game, as the side mission in which this secret is exposed is actually in chapter 4. But anyways, that's enough talking about it. Let's get to actually exposing the Saint Denis fence's dark and honestly quite evil secret. Obviously, first of all, the knowledge of where to go goes a long way. So the Saint Denis fence is located here on the eastern side of the city of Saint Denis, obviously. Where else would it be? First of all, what you're going to want to do is head to a question mark which should appear on the entrance on the other side of the market from the fence.
I ain't so kind.
Yes, you are, sir. You have it in you, I can tell.
I'm a nasty bit of work, Father.
You're wrong on 2 counts, sir. I'm a humble brother, a penitent monk, not a priest, and you're a magnificent bit of work. You may have made some poor choices, but which of us hasn't?
You have no idea.
But you do, and God does, and that's enough for me and for him.
We shall see.
That we shall, sir. But why don't you hedge your bets and give 2 bits to the poor? There are so many who will go hungry tonight.
Sure.
Bless you, sir.
How you getting on, anyhow?
These are a somewhat apathetic lot, I'm afraid.
My mentor says that America is designed to induce apathy in people.
It's a wonderful insight. He must be a wise man, your mentor.
Well, sometimes he's a downright fool, but, well, usually he's the best man I know.
That's wonderful. The thing is, well, poverty will always be with us. But slavery, I thought we had banished that. But Saint Denis is acting as a staging post for shipping slaves out to some of the islands.
I don't believe it. It's 1899.
Maybe you should take a look for yourself. I've heard that the pawnbroker down the block around the corner, the one with the green door, well, they say he sells more than forlorn trinkets.
So courtesy of a tip from our monk friend, we've learned that the pawnbroker, aka the fence, sells more than trinkets. We know that he sells illegal trinkets, but something even worse. Slaves. Why don't we go check it out? For some reason, during this side mission, the market is more crowded than it usually is, so be careful. So why don't we go ahead and pay this lovely fence a visit.
Hi there, mister. Feel free to browse.
Shall do. A bit of a strange question, but you heard tell of slavers around here, buddy?
What?
Where are they?
Who?
People you're hiding. I know they're here, don't lie to me.
Please, they made me do it. I was always good to them, but they forced me to do it, sir, I swear.
Where are they?
There's a door behind the bookcase there. Just pull the big red book called The Scourge of Crossbreeding by Harold McDougall.
So as this fence-turned slaver is telling us, the slaves are kept behind a bookcase. This bookcase at the back of the shop, to be specific.
Cállate, cállate. ¿Hay alguien ahí? Por favor, ayúdanos. Help, please.
So as Brother Dawkins told us, down in the basement of the Saint Denis pawnbrokers, or fence as we know him, there are 2 slaves kept where they're probably going to be sold. Obviously, while we can, the only good thing to do here is to free them.
Please, I'm on your side. It's gonna be okay.
Por favor.
Now don't worry. I'm on your side.
Gracias, señor. Muchas gracias.
On the way up, you can stop by the cash register to give all the money that's in there to the 2 men that you've just rescued from this man's basement.
Here. Take that. And come with me. I know someone who can help you.
After this, we're tasked with returning the 2 men to Brother You
were right. I found these 2 imprisoned in that shop.
Oh my, that's... Well, they are blessed to have met you, Arthur.
Trust me, in that they're very unusual. I don't think they speak much English.
My brothers, come. Let's go get something to eat. Manger. Comida, please.
Hey, you forgot this?
Oh. Yes. Thank you. Here. Payment. For your services. I could not have freed these men myself.
Give it to the poor, brother.
Thank you. I will. Like I said, magnificent. Come on. Come. Come see me again sometime. I often work at the old church on Gasper Street in St. Francis.
Now there's no mystery here, as we've actually solved what was going on in the basement, and so there's no crime being committed here anymore. The guy who works here is a piece of shit, obviously, but there is one factor, something that he did say before we knocked him out.
Please, they made me do it. I was always good to them, but they forced me to do it, sir, I swear.
Who exactly is the they that this guy is mentioning? People who forced him to push slaves from his shop? Or the slaves themselves, which makes no sense to me, so I'm gonna assume that it's probably the former. But there is a third option. He's lying to save his own skin. That being said, rumours of slavery in Saint Denis would not just be resting on the shoulders of one pawnbroker. So surely there's an entire ring going on somewhere in the city, but where? That's what we do not know. We might have removed one cog from the machine, but who's to say that we've actually dismantled it entirely? Beyond this mission, I don't think there's any actual mention of other slavers anywhere else. In the city anyways. Outside of the city, there's plenty of slavers and things and slave catchers, etc, etc. But as for what else is going on in Saint Denis regarding this, I guess we'll never know. And I guess that's the mystery to ponder over.